a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. Coming out with it, it's Scott. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A strike downfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field. And right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but
breaks into the open. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Going right to work up top. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Eastern Michigan. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Blocks it out of the air. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. The screen, he's got wheels, turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Try to get it to the edge. Slithers into space. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Cornhole, 88. Cornhole, 88. 4.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hester. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Let's go. Let's go.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Charcoal. Charcoal.
Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Hester. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Still running at the 40. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Blue. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Western Michigan! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They're working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
1st down.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield is Hester. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll heave it deep. He's got it on the outside. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now.
Come on, set.
He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8.
22 more.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs.
Flag.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Miles. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
He wants to change this route.
Here we go.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's a first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Connection to the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
It's now 2nd and goal.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Eastern Michigan, 10. Western Michigan, 7.
The Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. On the run, fires downfield. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Sets up the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Eagles! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Rides the back on the option, the give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
From the gun, running back on the move. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds us back in the middle. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Nebraska was able to come away with the win as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And the Eagles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes the catch. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
On the option. Quick toss. Finding open areas. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
The Eagles with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Looking for space. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll move the tight end.
Hey, hustle, hustle.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Handoff from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Eastern Michigan will line up with a first and goal. And they'll take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.